don't know if you guys don't know, but I don't care. Like I don't care, and I think that's with the good stuff like our league does to help with that. If they really do anything, you can put out statements as much as you want, but at the end of the day, you're in an entertainment business. That's when mental toughness comes in. If you're gonna live by praise, you're gonna die by the hate, and so I think that's on the individual person to have mental toughness. Some people can deal with it, some people can't. And I think you can see the ones who can, and unfortunately there are some.
What you're seeing right now is the clear breaking point of an entire era, and the shocking reason behind Caitlin Clark stepping away has now surfaced publicly. But this didn't come from team executives or mainstream media. Instead, during a late-night live broadcast, Sophie Cunningham went off script, looked straight into the camera, and revealed what she believes is the real structure inside the league. In her words, she felt she was forced out. If you think this is just about normal basketball disagreements, coaching choices, or locker room tension, that's not the full picture being shown by those in control who are trying to protect their own interests. According to this version of events, the issue runs much deeper than surface-level problems and points to a bigger internal system that has been hidden from public view. The situation has now reached a critical point, with major fallout spreading across the sport. To understand why a franchise-level star is walking away, you have to go back to the exact moment where everything started to fall apart.
Toxicity, racism, homophobia, straight out like nonsense, hate nonsense. And it is absolutely unacceptable. Most of this coming from the online community. Most of this, in my heart of hearts, I believe not coming from WNBA fans, Indiana Fever fans. I believe that this is people who are using our league, using our players to further divisive agendas.
Behind the scenes, pressure from management was rising. Reports suggest Stephanie White made a series of strong public remarks that unsettled parts of the roster, as she tried to control the storyline and downplay the impact of the league's biggest rising star. From the league's perspective, the expectation was simple. Everyone would stay quiet, accept the pressure, and continue driving massive attention and revenue for a system that many felt wasn't protecting its players. But that expectation didn't hold. Sophie Cunningham responded by skipping the usual media-controlled messaging and speaking openly in a live moment that quickly shifted attention away from the coaching staff's polished public image. In an emotional and heated response, she looked straight at the camera and said, "You ruined her, and we are not staying silent anymore." That moment added fuel to growing concerns about the mental pressure, internal conflict, and isolation that some believe were being placed on Clark behind the scenes.
I think it's pretty straightforward. It's kind of been a discussion for like 3 years now, and I think we really need to do a better job protecting the people in this league. And, obviously I've been involved in a few of those plays, but there's been plenty others across the league that, haven't got called, go back and post-game or whatever it is. Teams submit clips, nothing really changes. So I think overall the league just has to do better, and we have to invest in those areas. The technology can get better. We can treat the referees a little bit better, pay them like they're full-time employees. I think things like that. And, I think a lot has obviously come after that. And as I've stood up here and said before, like the harassment, the hate, none of that is okay. That goes for the opposing team we play. That goes for my teammates. That goes for my coaches. There should never be a question of character. Like I've always stood up here and said that, and that's truly what I believe. That's how I was raised. So, none of that is okay, and I don't want anybody to ever experience that.
The reaction across media was instant and intense. Analysts struggled to stay composed on live television as clips of Cunningham's confrontation spread rapidly online, fueling claims that league leadership had used its influence in a way that pushed away the sport's biggest financial and cultural draw. Clark's final emotional goodbye statement only made the situation more painful, leaving fans around the world deeply shocked. At the same time, early market reactions showed just how serious the situation had become. The business side of basketball has increasingly depended on a surge in new audiences, and this moment has put that entire growth model under pressure.
And react to a little bit what Caitlin Clark had to say, but we got people like Stephen A. Smith, Shanae Agumake speaking out against Caitlin Clark. We got the Kelsey Plum thing. So much stuff to talk about, man. I'm going to try to get through all the content and catch up today. So bear with me, guys, and just please watch the videos if you can.
You did what?
Well, it's not like I was on vacation. I was rotting in my bed. I feel better. Just kind of waiting for my energy and aesthetic to kind of go away a little bit. But I'm here, and so that's great.
What's it like to see yourself become a meme in real time? Because you have this list.
Yeah, so goofy. Like,
What the hell?
it's so goofy. Like, everyone, it's getting worldwide views now, and so it's just been kind of fun to see. But honestly, I've been like dying in my bed, so I haven't really seen. My mom's keeping me up to date on everything, but it's funny, it's cool. I didn't even mean for it to blow up like that, but you know, the internet does what the internet does.
Do you have a favorite one of the ones you have?
Yeah, Statue of Liberty, dude, that is my favorite one. I feel like we need to change that.
Did you see the one with the White House posted with the president in it? And do you have any thoughts on it?
You know, I think everyone around the world is posting it. Every company has done it. They're just the ones that also get on board, and so I don't really think twice about it. I think they're just another group who is posting about it.
I think our fans voted a lot of players in the top 40, which just shows how much they care.
Oh no.
But I'm proud of it.
Oh no. Don't tell me that they edit the damn. Y'all done edit the thing, man. Bro, the Indiana Fever is editing their press conferences. They're definitely cutting out what these players are saying. We watching Tony East, bro. We watching Tony East, bro. They edited.
Dying in my bed, so I haven't really seen. My mom's keeping me up to date on everything, but it's funny, it's cool.
Broadcast deals, primetime scheduling, and long-term sponsorship agreements were all built on the expectation of a unified, historic era. That expectation is now gone. Tonight, that foundation has collapsed. Early ticket and demand data is showing a sudden drop unlike anything seen before, while online communities are quickly filling with fans calling for a full broadcast boycott. The message from the audience is direct and clear. If leagues and executives won't stand behind the players who drive the sport's success, then fans are ready to step away completely.
The game grow in the course of the last 3 years, and we keep kicking ourselves when we're down. She also talks about how this play happened like last Wednesday, and we're still talking about it, and it's a disservice to the league. Well, Caitlin Clark, nobody else in the league is really worth talking about. I know you don't want to admit it, but nobody else in the league is really worth talking about. She talked about the organization having her back, and the coaching staff has her back. They don't have her back. I don't know why she continues to think that they do. But shout out to Bane. Maybe she actually believes it. Maybe she actually believes that they have her back. Because nobody asked if the coaching staff has her back. She just kind of has been coming out and saying the coaching staff has her back, like trying to prove to us that they have her back, that the organization has her back. Just come out and try to prove to us that they have her back. Nobody asks directly, hey, do you think the coaching staff has her? No, she just comes out and says it, which is interesting. You know, the harassment, the hate, none of that is okay. Things that we've heard her say during the rookie year, I believe, what was it, towards the end of the season during the rookie year, her end of the season press conference, I believe it was, where she said a lot of the same things that she said now. Condemning the hate, you know, a very run-of-the-mill response, but didn't do the Stephanie White lengths of virtue signaling and being divisive and calling her fans racist. Interesting, very, very interesting. What I will do, if you guys want to still hang out and watch this, I'll play this at the end. We'll watch this at the end. And let me know your thoughts about what she says in the comment section below. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.
Let's probably start. I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions, and obviously I haven't been available for like a week or so. So first of all, I know what you guys are going to ask, and I did think it was a flagrant foul. And our reffing just needs to be better. And, you know, it's tough. Obviously, the refs are in a really difficult spot. You know, it's one of the hardest jobs in the world, in my opinion, is to make calls. All you do is get yelled at the whole time by everybody. You're never winning. So I think for us, like, as the league's just got to do better protecting our players. in that regard. I don't really think that it was up for debate. Obviously, it wasn't called in real time. You go back and watch the clip. I think it's pretty straightforward. It's kind of been a discussion for like 3 years now, and I think we really need to do a better job protecting the people in this league. And, obviously I've been involved in a few of those plays, but there's been plenty others across the league that, haven't got called, go back and post game or whatever it is. Teams submit clips, nothing really changes. So I think overall the league just has to do better, and we have to invest in those areas. The technology can get better. We can treat the referees a little bit better, pay them like they're full-time employees. I think things like that. And, I think a lot has obviously come after that. And as I've stood up here and said before, like the harassment, the hate.
We are now watching a major shift unfold in real time. The system tried to treat an exceptional athlete as if she were untouchable and emotionless, just another asset in the machine. But now the consequences are becoming clear. Stadiums are expected to go quiet, energy around the league is dropping, and executives are left questioning how things fell apart so quickly. What was once seen as a stable future for the sport now feels uncertain and unstable. The message from fans and the wider community is loud and direct, and it doesn't seem like things can easily go back to normal. If you believe fans deserve clarity about what is happening behind the scenes, make sure you engage with the content and share the discussion so it doesn't get ignored or buried. The conversation is spreading fast, and more details are still coming out.